Hello, fellow Fremonters. I'm Jared Fisher, and today we are reading Hebrews chapter 9. Why didn't Jesus come to die for humanity back in Genesis? Why did so many generations need to pass? Why did God call Abraham? Why did he create and rescue and sustain a nation for himself? Why did he work through Moses to set up the tabernacle and the priesthood and the sacrifices? What does the elaborate nature of God's project and its gradual unfolding over so many generations, what does that tell us about what God is like and of how he conceives of this great project of redemption that's no one else's idea, it's his? We see a significant theme in Hebrews, the idea of copies and shadows. Jesus said that he came to fill completely full the container of the law and the prophets. This is worth considering for a lifetime. In the context of today's reading, what is the purpose of Christ's great accomplishment? According to verse 14, it's not just to save us from destruction, but it's especially so that we may serve the living God. And this is our purpose. Both today and forever, and particularly in the context of Hebrews, to serve is referring to our priesthood under Christ. And I have to say, verse 23 was confusing to me. I know that we need to be purified, but why does the heavenly temple, where God himself lives in majesty, why does that eternal temple need to be purified? I think maybe what the author has in mind is what he was referring to in chapter 3, where we read that the people, us, we who trust in Christ, are together the house of God. So not only are we purified as individuals by Christ's sacrifice, but we are also purified as a body across space and time. Even now, together, we are the temple of God, which Moses was copying back in Exodus. Not only did Jesus enter the heavenly temple, he inaugurated it, he dedicated it. The Bible teaches us that when Christ returns, this creation will pass away and he will usher in a new creation, a new heavens and earth. And as a church, though, we are participating today in a reality that's not restricted to this old creation. According to verse 11, in Christ, the church is an outpost of the new creation to come in this dying world. And for God, this isn't just an inspirational talking point. From his perspective, and therefore in reality, a new and a rich and eternally durable mode of existence has opened up through Christ, both for us and for God. We now have a God. He now has a people. Today and forever, we live with him, productively puttering around his house. Jesus became a man to perform for us what we could not, but also to perform for God what he could not. As we read in verse 11, the good things are already here. Thank you.